You're being fined for your driveway violating HOA design standards. That was the first line of the letter I got from the HOA, and I nearly spit out my coffee. I'm Ben, 34, a civil engineer and landowner. A year ago, I bought a modest home on a peaceful corner of a rural community. I love the land more than a house. 12 acres, a small creek, and a long, cracked concrete driveway I plan to redo. The funny part? I wasn't part of any HOA. Or at least, that's what I believed. Apparently, a few months after I moved in, a handful of neighbors decided to form an HOA and voted to enforce visual uniformity on our street. They started sending out notices to paint houses the same color, plant identical shrubs, and yes, fine me for having an unapproved driveway that disrupted neighborhood harmony. Here's the twist. My driveway didn't even run through their neighborhood. It cut across land once owned by a long bankrupt developer. That land, including the full length of the street in front of their homes, was part of the parcel I purchased in a county auction. Legally, I owned all of it. They didn't know that. So I ignored the first fine. Then a second one came. That's when someone from their so-called compliance board taped a fluorescent sticker to my mailbox and left a printed threat about further legal action. I decided it was time to respond. I drove to the county recorder's office, pulled the original land plat documents, and highlighted the street and driveway I legally owned. Then I mailed certified letters to every single HOA board member. Inside, a full legal map of my property with a short note. You're fining me for my own driveway. Just to be clear, I also own the road in front of your homes. Technically, you're trespassing every time you drive home. Should I begin charging tolls? The silence that followed was golden. Days later, they called an emergency HOA meeting. Suddenly, the tone shifted. They wanted to talk amicably, review property lines, and resolve misunderstandings. I told them I'd forget the fines and drop any claim. Under one condition: remove me from their HOA list, void all fines, and stop enforcing anything on my property. They agreed. Immediately. Today, my driveway is custom designed and better than ever. The neighbors who once glared at me now wave as I walk by. And every so often, I take a stroll down that street with a quiet sense of satisfaction, knowing they'll think twice before messing with me again. Make sure to subscribe for more real-life stories like this one. And don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy a good plot twist.